Hi, my name is Mark, one of the pastors at Trillium. We've been talking about event horizons. Yeah, I know, it's a scientific term. Scientists use it to describe those places that we can't go beyond. We can see up to it, but we just can't see on the other side of it, like the Big Bang, the start of the whole kit and caboodle. Through their mathematics and their theories, they can take us back to the instant before the Big Bang. But the Big Bang itself is an event horizon. What is it? What was it? What's on the other side of it? What happened before it? Answer? Well, there isn't one. We don't know. What happens on the inside of a black hole? Well, we know there's something there. There's so much gravity. But because light can't escape a black hole, we don't know what's actually going on the inside. We've come to an event horizon. And the mystery of it is very plain to see or not see. In innocent ways, we have a little event horizons, like the Christmas present that's under the tree for you, perhaps, the one you've gone over and shaken a few times and you're mystified by what it is. You can't figure it out. No one's going to tell you what it is. There's an event horizon facing you. What's on the inside of the wrapping paper and package? You're just going to have to wait and see, aren't you? Sometimes we will go to the doctor and we'll get a diagnosis, a serious diagnosis. We have an illness. We're sick. We wonder what's waiting for us on the other side of the illness. Well, we've come to an event horizon. There's no way for sure to predict what's going to happen. Death is perhaps the ultimate event horizon. What's waiting for us on the other side of death? Some people say there's nothing. But even people of faith who believe there's something waiting for them, it's still not certain exactly what it is. Jesus didn't spend much time talking about the other side. He focused even on this side here. What's going on here? It's an event horizon. To me, the classic example of the event horizon is the ship that goes across the ocean. You can look a long way out on flat water. You can go out for a long way, but eventually, because of the curvature of the earth, you're going to find that the sky and sea come to mingle, and there the event horizon is established. And what's waiting for you on the other side of it? Don't know. More ocean, perhaps. Maybe a beautiful island. Maybe a new continent. There's no way of telling in the moment what's waiting for us. It's our lack of perspective, you see, because we're kind of stuck on this side of the event, so we can't see beyond it. Mary had an event horizon. Mary, the mother of Jesus, had an event horizon for her. She was told by Gabriel, an angel, that she would be the mother of the Messiah. That must have been quite a shock to her. Especially in a culture that put so much emphasis on honor and on sexual chastity, the thought that she would become pregnant as an unmarried young woman must have overwhelmed her. It shattered her expectations. I'm sure she imagined just getting married and having a few kids and living a quiet life in Bethlehem, and now that was all overturned in an instant. And she must have wondered what was waiting for her on the other side of this. What was to become of her? What was her life to be? And what was to become of her son? That was an event horizon too. I mean, there's only one Messiah. There's no model or pattern to build off of. It's a truly unique life. What's to become of him too? How is he going to end up? Now, the scriptures tell us that God is in no way inhibited by our event horizons, because God's perspective is different than ours. We're stuck on this side of the event horizon, but because God has a higher viewpoint, God is not in any way obstructed by our limitations. In the same way that the sun sits high above the earth and can see over all the ocean, and is in no way inhibited by the curvature of the earth, so God sits over our lives and can see the totality of what is happening. Which means God knows how this is going to come to be, how it's going to turn out. He can see where it's going to go. And of course, Mary's confronted with this truth, and she's almost, excited, almost had this warrior spirit that she's going to trust God with the event horizons of her own life and her son's, and she's going to trust in the goodness of God to get her through it, because God knows where this is going. And God knows where the event horizons of your life are going too, and mine as well. So we delay writing our own epitaph. We talked about that last week. We delay writing it, and we instead simply embrace the moment with the confidence and the trust, the faith, that the God who sees all things and who knows the outcomes of all event horizons is guiding us through it to the other side. That is the promise of the birth of Jesus. That is the promise of Christmas. That's the promise of the whole story of Jesus. That the God who sees all things is with us in the particular event horizons of this moment.